Welcome back, and if you're new here, thanks for joining us, especially if you're from the Hyundai i30N community. So it's going to be the first of many modifications I'm going to be doing to the i30N. If you want to see the kind of videos that I have been doing for my previous cars like the Abarth Puntos, go to the previous videos on my channel. We're going to be fitting the Forge Induction kit, so it comes with the foam filter, the intake pipe, the reducer, Jubilee clips, and for the pipe that goes from the front down there. So I'm just going to talk you through it very quickly of how we're going to do it. We've just got 3 10mm around the airbox. You've got these 2 little plugs that you need to pop out. You've got a couple of the pressure Jubilee clips, 2 at the back, and then basically this whole thing lifts out. Got a Jubilee clip at the front there as well, and then we're just going to start fitting it together. So if you want to see how to do it, stay tuned and I'll see you very shortly. So the first thing we're going to do, we've got these 2 little pop clips here, so you can just get like a little Allen key in the centre, and then the centre pops out, so like this one here, and then the whole clip just comes out. Then we've got this clip here, just literally squeeze it, put it back, give it a little bit of a wiggle just to get it off. Then we've got a 10mm down the front of the airbox, 1 on the side just there, and then 1 down the back just there. And then we've also got this little clip here at the back. Just needs a little bit of a persuasion. It's a lot harder when you're trying to do it with one hand and film at the same time. You could get like a pair of pliers on there and just pull it off. That's it. Then you've got the other one just here. Probably going to need pliers for this one, to be fair, it's quite tight. So it's going to be easier with pliers or mole grips. Just slide it back. So that's off as well. So we've just got the 3 10mm on the airbox. This one's a little bit harder to get to than the other 2. So we're just going to give ourselves a little bit more room. We're just going to take this engine cover off so we can get to the back of the pipe. So you literally just give it a little tug. It's on just little pop clips there. You can see those 2 little dome bits, and it's just got the little lug on the back there, so they just literally pop off of there. I'll just give us a bit more space into this little metal clip there. You can just see this one just there. We're going to take that off, and then we'll be able to get the back of the intake pipe off. So we just loosen the clips off a little bit more where these screws go through, because it was pretty tight on there. Right, that's that popped off. So on this cover here, you can see there's a plastic underneath, so you kind of have to edge it away from there. And then you should be able to pull the back of the tube up here, clear that on there. It's quite fiddly. That's the whole airbox there. So now we've got this pipe that we're going to replace with the new Forge one. You've got this clip, it is quite stiff, but you should be able to do it by your hand. You're literally just squeezing it together, give it a little wiggle and pull it back like that. Just be careful when you're doing this, because you can snap the dump valve, but just get this clip right out of the way, and then just give it a twist very gently, and just try and free it up a little bit. Okay, so I didn't want to end up breaking the blow-off valve, so I've just got a little flathead screwdriver in here and just very carefully just twisting it side to side in between the pipe and the blow-off valve, just to free it up a little bit, and then just move it backwards and forwards. Just do the same on the side. Oh, it's really on there. Okay, so as not to damage the blow-off valve, we're just taking the blow-off valve off because it's so tight on there if it's going to damage it. So we're just going to take it off and we can get the pipe off of the actual dump valve itself. It'll be a lot easier that way. Okay, so the pipe did come off. Just took a lot of pissing around trying to get it off. We ended up ramming a screwdriver down there once the dump valve was off and just kept twisting it and wiggling it. So these 3 bolts for the original airbox, we're just putting back in just so we don't end up losing them or misplace them or whatever, in case you want to put it back to standard. So now we're putting the forge pipe on, so we put the clip over and clamped it, and you just slide the pipe over the blow-off valve, then slide the clamp down and then release it, otherwise it's a real bitch to get on. So the next thing, we're going to be fitting the reducer. So the kit comes with Jubilee clips. It'll be the smaller one out of the lot. So we're just going to have the Jubilee clip on there already. Slide it over. Make sure it's nice and snug, and then get your Jubilee clip where you want it. So that's done. Little pin for the engine cover has got to come off, so we can fit the induction. There's a little bracket underneath there. So now we're just going to put one of the big Jubilee clips over the reducer and then just slide the intake pipe. Pipe's into the reducer here. So then this pipe goes onto there, this pipe goes onto there like the original one, and then now the bracket is in place, that's just holding the intake so it doesn't wiggle around and stuff like that. So now that pin can go back in. And then we can put the cone on that side, and then the new forge pipe can go on for the recirc. So now we're just lining the Jubilee clip up onto the reducer pipe. Just make sure it's sitting all the way around. There's a little lip on the intake. So the next one, we're just going to slide over the pipe. Just twist it all the way on there. And then again, there's a little notch on the end of that pipe. Just make sure it's past that, but not overhanging that pipe. And then just release it. And we've got the 2 at the top, at the back. So we're just going to fit these pipes up here. So this one you can just push all the way on. So we're actually filming this on Christmas Day, and this Forge induction kit was actually a Christmas present from my wife, because obviously we're a family of car nuts. So I'm looking forward to trying this out on the next track day. the Jubilee clip on the little lip there for the filter, and we're just going to put it over the end of the intake pipe, and then just very gently just keep twisting it around like that. It's a bit fiddly to get this on. So we've got the filter on now, so we're just going to hold the Jubilee clip in. This will try to jump off, so just do it slowly and just hold it in place. Just make sure it's on all the way around before you do the final bit of tightening. And that's done. So the Forge intake pipe definitely makes a big difference to the turbo flutter. It's sucking in the cold air, and it actually makes a big difference to the exhaust tones as well. You could hear more pops and bangs, just more revving and stuff like that. It just opens up the whole breatheway for the car. So it definitely makes a good modification. Right guys, I hope you enjoyed this video and found it helpful. If you did, don't forget to give it a big thumbs up and a like. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel. Like I said, there's going to be more videos like this of all the modifications I'm going to be doing for track and aesthetics and stuff like that. So if you want to see what we're going to be doing in the future, don't forget to subscribe, and I'll see you in the next video. Thanks for watching.